Hello everyone, happy end of Saturday. It is almost 9, 5 minutes till 9. Loving that clock. Last night I thought that it died. I thought the battery had died because it wasn't moving anymore. But when I went up to it, I realized it was stuck. The minute hand was stuck on the hour hand. So I adjusted them again. I think they're finally good now. And it started working, but it was losing time. I haven't talked for like 2 hours, so excuse me. It's also a rainy day, and that bothers my mold allergies. By the end of the day, it starts to get to me. But yeah, the clock was losing time, so I was hoping it was just a battery issue since it did have the battery that was there for I don't know how long, and the clock was stuck trying to like move the whole time because there's no off switch that I saw. But yeah, I put a new battery in this morning and it has been keeping great time. I keep looking up and reading it and checking it, and it's just making me really happy. And it looks really weird there because I'm gonna do a whole gallery wall situation. I just have to plan out a main chunk like I did here and here so I can at least get it started, even though it will be filled in more. So yeah, I woke up at 7. My alarm was set for 7:15. I woke up at 4 exactly. Usually it's 4:20, but 4:00, went back to sleep. And then I woke up at 7 knowing that my alarm was going off at 7:15. And I eventually just got out of bed at 7:12. I'm like, this is annoying. Did all my normal stuff like I would on a weekday. And yeah, I went downstairs. Sebastian was already awake. So I said hi to him. I made a tea, and then yeah, I just drove over and picked up Jax from his sleepover. I got there like 8:20, I'd say. And brought Jax home and sat here with my tea. And did my Korean lesson on Duolingo while we waited for Yvonne and Danny to wake up. Then we all went to the deli for breakfast and stopped by a grocery store on the way home because Dan is going to make a soup dish to bring to his Greek Easter event he's going to tomorrow night with Sebastian. When we came home, by the way, I have my period now. It's day 1. Yeah, it's day 1. It's not good. It's back to my normal shorter than average, but normal for me cycles. Unfortunately, I had a 3-month run of being so extremely stressed or fighting a cold, which both of those things can make it long. But yeah, side note aside, I came home and what did I do? First I wanted to curl up, so I started another rug square. That will go right there. And then I think Jax messaged me asking if we could go to the bubble tea place. It's like bubble tea, ramen, chicken, like all sorts of things like that. And yeah, I agreed after I chilled for a little bit. Jax pulled an all-nighter. And at first I thought an accidental nap had happened because I didn't get a response when I was ready to go. But we headed out after a little bit. And I just got some edamame and a drink. Jax got karaage, chicken and fries. And it's just been a rainy day. The this morning for a while it was just raining really hard, and I just loved the sound from up here. It's so nice. So I'm looking forward to a day that I'm just staying in and working and it's just raining. And I wasn't in here in the winter, so even though it'll be cold, it'll be so nice to see snow. Not that we get snow much anymore because climate change. I did at least, like, we had our COVID isolation when Danny got COVID, and I moved this chair into the bedroom because this was still like junky ex-nursery storage. And I did get to see one little snowstorm from sitting there, and it was really, really nice. So I'm very distracted, aren't I? Usually I can get back on topic though. So yeah, we came back. Siri, what the heck?
Okay, I found this on the web for what the heck. Check it out.
Siri, I was not talking to you. That has never happened. Oh my gosh. On my phone I have Siri turned off on the lock screen. Wait, let's try. Sorry if you have an Apple device. Hey Siri? Why are you listening to me?
I respect your privacy and only listen when you're talking to me. You can learn about Apple's approach to privacy at apple.com.
That's creepy. Siri, you're creepy.
That's not nice.
Well, you're listening to me. Go to sleep, Siri. Did it just update? Like, that has never happened. That is so weird. It's blowing my mind. Okay. Can we get back on topic after that? That was weird. Okay. So when we went to the bubble tea place, I grabbed these colors of yarn again because I've taken this top out so many times. I still have to undo this. I mean, this is a nice top, but I've already did it in the black, and I didn't want another skimpy little summer top. I want something different, so I'm thinking, I looked for some inspiration. I'm thinking a simple black top with some granny short puff sleeves. I'm thinking that. So now it's stuck on my arm. Yeah. So I made 1 3/4 of these while we were there. When I came back, I really wanted to keep going at that, but I had a poster to make, so I was like, okay, I'll sit here while Jax plays Geometry Dash, and I will make myself cut some letters out for that last poster, and then I'll let myself crochet, and then I'll go back to the poster. But once I started cutting, I'm just like, I just need to finish. And I just kept going, and I did all the letters, and I did the donuts, and then I was like, well, I should just lay it out, then maybe I can sit back down. And I'm like, well, it's here, and the dog might run through and mess it all up, so maybe I should just glue it down. And then I was just done, and it was like 6 o'clock. So I gave myself like 15 minutes to just sit, and then I made dinner. Jax wanted a poke bowl, and nobody will deliver poke bowls to us here. We have to go get them. It's kind of far, and I'm just not going to drive anymore. So I managed to make one because Jax prefers very few toppings. So I just made rice, I have tofu, and then mango and cucumber, and we have some like teriyaki sauce. So that worked out well. And then I had some little mini samosas and some of the rice as well. Vegetable samosas, and that was tasty. Then I came up here, and since it's not a good stage of my period to take a bath, sorry, don't need to elaborate, but I almost did, but it's gross. Zipped it up, Stephanie. So I made a hot tea instead, and I've just been working on catching up on some videos. Unfortunately, my period always starts at the beginning of the weekend, and I'm like, I'm gonna braid, and I can't stand for that long. It's so painful. So I just have to let that go. Tomorrow's gonna be busy anyway, and I don't have to do the lunch shift on Monday. That's a blessing. And I can, hopefully that'll be day 3. Hopefully I can do some braiding during the day. Okay, so tomorrow, well, Sebastian's not home. I should say that. It is 9:06. Is this correct? 9:05. I don't know if it's the angle on that, but it looks like 9:06. So I'm going to keep an eye on it and see if I need to adjust the hands. There's some wiggle room. But yeah, I'm waiting for Sebastian to get home so I can do bedtime. But on to tomorrow. So Vaughn's still here because he's at some of these events that they're doing tonight and during the day. So we're gonna take him back home. He didn't bring his bike to bike and take the metro. But also we have bar stools that we picked up from a friend, and we've just had them in the playroom. Just sitting there. The whole playroom is a absolute fucking disaster. So they actually forgot about them this morning at breakfast. I was like, so are we also taking the bar stools? And they're like, I forgot about this. I'm like, how do you forget about them? They're just right there. So yeah, we're gonna be taking Yvonne home with the bar stools and having brunch out there, and then coming home kind of on a schedule so that Danny has enough time to make his soup. And I think they have to go at like 4ish to their event. I have to be at the elementary school at 4. There's like a 4 to 8 p.m. window where you could drop off your posters and hang them up. But since I was already going to be there, I signed up for a 4 to 6 p.m. time slot for decorating the school. I assume they're going to tell me what to do. And from the looks of it, the principal is the other person that signed up. Unless there's a parent with the exact same name, first and last, as the principal. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm intrigued. I'm going to sign up. I'm already going to be there. So I do need to be there right at 4. So I'm going to have to leave at 3:45 and drive because I think it's still going to be raining. And I don't want the posters to be wet. And then, yeah, I'll have dinner with Jax, but we haven't decided what we're going to do. And that is my update. It was another chitty chatty one. This is a shirt from the thrift store. What do you think? It has one of those like curved hemlines. I forget what that is called, but like the front curves and the back curves, so it kind of comes up a little bit. And I don't love that. I usually tuck the front in when it does that, but it is so soft, and I'm into olive green right now, if you can't tell. It is the color of my eyes, but the camera tends to make them look a little bit brown. It really picks up on the golden ring, and I'm like trying to look at me, and so it's making my eyes go away from the camera, so I'll just look for you. I have green eyes with a yellow ring, so very olivey. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you go. I wanted to talk to you before Sebastian brings his chaos home, because he's gonna be all worked up and overtired. So I might pause on these sleeves that I'm making and use the ladies' room and put my pajamas on and lay out all the bedtime stuff. Then I can sit back down if they're not here, and we'll be ready to go. That's a good plan. I need to do that. All right. Good night, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.